After I was reborn, I actually became the villain Valen in Jackie Chan Adventures. But instead of coveting the golden Cockerel King treasure left to me by the Sacred Lord, I decided that I would change my fate against the heavens and stomp all the 8 demons, not only to let the Sacred Lord give me a mount, but also to let the demon Basha give me monkeys. But to realize this plan, I must find the history book of the ages and rewrite myself as the 9th demon that surpasses them. So I learned the location of the book of the history of the ages based on my memories of my past life. But instead of being in a hurry not to grow, I decided to first go and look for stronger henchmen to find the 12 runes for me, because the 12 runes is one of the treasures to open the book of the history of the ages, and if I let the 3 fools look for it, I'm afraid I'll just be punked to death by them once again. So I directly found Afuk and asked him to make an early appearance. Afuk is a proper powerhouse, even crushing Jackie Chan in his first appearance. However, after recruiting Afuk, I didn't let him join in to grab the chicken charm, but instead gave him a more important task to go for, which was to grab the unattended pig charm. However, Afuk did not fail me, and soon got the charm back. I was thus able to obtain the first talisman, and gave it to the Black Shadow Ninja. With the Black Shadow Ninja placing the pig charm into the corresponding groove, the statue of the Holy Lord reacted, as I had an agreement with the Holy Lord earlier, that for every charm I got, the Holy Lord would have to take out an equal amount of gold in exchange. I held the gold crown in my hand, the corner of my mouth raised, and looked at Afu in front of me again and said, in the face of my request, Afu did not hesitate in the slightest, and got up to follow. With a ding, the elevator door slowly opened, and what was in front of us was an armed transport helicopter, and on the helicopter, besides the 5 heavily armed bodyguards, there was also a white-haired guy in a suit. I looked at Afu and said, introduce. This is my newly recruited beloved Afu. This is my butler Tiaju. You guys get to know each other. You will have to cooperate in the future. So after the 2 of them greeted each other, I handed the golden crown in my hand to Taiju and said, send this to that old man Gold Coins auction house to be auctioned. Good old master. Just Iron Column do not understand. The Black Hand Gang also has its own auction house below. Old master. Why not buy in their own house? But instead to go to subsidize the opponent. You know, in the auction house, to auction things, the auction house is the right to draw 1%. 0.5% of the cost. You, as a steward, you only need to follow the own to do it. I certainly have their own plans. Do not look at the current Holy Lord out of the expansion, but have seen the original No. The Golden Chicken King's treasure. In the Holy Lord, down the line, are turned into yellow sand. Then, they are now getting these gold. In the future is likely to also turn into yellow sand. The gold that he is now getting will most likely turn into yellow sand later on as well. If this kind of thing is put in their own auction house to auction, later will certainly smash their own signboard, now put to the opponent's auction house to sell, although there will be a little loss. But the same also avoid the risk that exists in it. After saying that, he took Afu to take off in a helicopter.